Fear of the unknown. It's the best kind of fear. That's what makes a good movie. John 16, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Fear woke me at 3 a.m. on the first day of the new year. I got this thing all messed up. I can't. There we go. Let's stretch this out. Sorry. Fear woke me at 3 a.m. on the first day of the new year. The year ahead weighed heavily on me, overwhelming me with dread, illness, and the family had long. I'm sorry. The year ahead weighed heavily on me, overwhelming me with dread. Illness in the family had long worried me, and now thoughts of the future made me afraid. Will more bad things happen? I wondered. Jesus' disciples understood the fear of bad things happening. Even though their master had prepared and reassured them the day before he died, they were still afraid. They fled when he was arrested. Peter denied him, and they went into hiding. Their fear during the upheaval of Jesus' arrest and crucifixion, as well as of persecution, led them to act contrary to his command to take heart and his promise, I have overcome the world. Interesting. But Christ's death and resurrection proved his authority and power over life and death. He has the ultimate victory. Even though the sinful state of our world makes suffering a certainty, we can rest in the truth. We can rest in the truth that all things are subject to the authority of our wise and loving God. Jesus' presence is with us, just as it was with his disciples, who later confidently went on to share the gospel to the world. May God's promise that he's in control strengthen our hearts to trust him in this new year and be courageous even when we don't know what the future will bring. What's your response to difficulty, suffering, and trials? What would taking heart look like for you? Thank you, Jesus, for helping me with my fears and for showing me how to live courageously. I'll admit, before this election, for probably 4 months, I don't want to say scared, but worried, not sure how this thing was going to go. You know, we end up with Kamala as president. And I could think that would just be really terrible. But now, everything went not as I planned. There was an election. They didn't steal it. It went smooth. There was no riots in the street. There were no... probably one of the smoothest elections we've had in a long time. I mean, Bush had the hanging chad and all this crazy stuff. And it was so smooth. And that really scared me. And now things are clicking along. There's some things here that don't quite, but for the most part, it's clicking along really, hard to imagine it would have been like this. And I'm actually more scared now than I was before the election. But I think that just is a reminder for me. I say I don't have any faith in this system that we're in, but obviously I do, because I still think I'm hanging on to it, knowing full well that nothing good long term is coming from this. But old dog, no new tricks. But anyhow, it's just funny. The concern I had prior to the election, or fear, and then the fear that I have now, which is a different kind of fear. I really can't explain it. But you're thinking, gosh, pretty much everything went far better than you had anticipated or hoped for. And I'm really not any better off, fear-wise. I get this, I don't know where this thing's going. Because I don't know. Yeah, anyhow. It's just me being, that's politics for me. Love you, God bless.